Hello and welcome to Cola Kids Consignor University. I am Brittany,
I'm Lauren.
and we are going to walk you through all things consigning. So, to get started, we're going to talk about some supplies that are super helpful when you are consigning. The first one is hangers. You will most likely have lots of clothes, so you'll need lots of hangers. We recommend wire ones, and you can get these through laundromats. Like if you walk into a dry cleaners and you're like, hey, do you have any hangers? They are usually very quick to say, yeah, I have some extra. You might have to check a few, especially if you wait till closer to the consignment sale. But if you are unable to get these, you can easily get plastic ones from Walmart. They do like a pack of 50 for like $10. It's very, very cheap. So we highly recommend that. But the wire ones are much easier for pinning your clothes on, which we're going to talk about later. So they're just easier to work with. But we absolutely accept plastic. Some other things that you are going to need are going to be some Ziploc baggies. These are going to be great for all things shoes, small pieces, things that you need to keep together. This is a 120 pack from Amazon. You might not need that big of a pack, but we recommend having those. Some zip ties. This is helpful for keeping shoes together. Again, if you have other pieces that are easier to zip tie together, we recommend those. Safety pins, again, these are great for shoes, for pinning on tags. Cardstock, you can get cardstock from Amazon, Target, Walmart. We have found that Amazon tends to be the cheapest option for cardstock, but this is what you're going to print your tags out on to attach to your items. Painter's tape. This is really good for if you have like multiple books you need to keep together, or you want to close like your puzzle boxes so things don't fall out, so pieces don't go missing. Also, masking tape. This one is going to, I say, be optional, but we recommend putting your number on like the back tag of your items so that if your tag falls off your clothes or your items get separated, we can have something that helps like, hey, who does this item belong to? It just helps us get those pieces back together. And then the last one, this is an optional one, but I feel like it makes my life easier, which is a tagging gun. It is, you just put the tags on the clothes, and we'll show you that in a little bit, what that might look like, but this will save you some time and it'll save your fingers from pinning all the items. So those are a list of things we think you need. And now I'm going to show you how to log in to our website so you can start putting in your items. So first, you are going to go to our website, which is colakidsconsignment.com, and you're going to click on the consign tab right here. You're going to scroll down and click on consignor login, and then you're going to put in your consignor number and your password that you created when you registered to consign. You'll click login, and this is your consignor homepage. You'll see all of your things here. Once you have like estimated earnings, like what you've sold, these are going to be based off of like your 65%. Obviously, if you are volunteering and making a higher percentage, that would not be reflected there at. Now, over here, you are going to click on Work with Consigned Inventory, and then you're going to click on Add Items, and you can click on whichever option you are working on. I'm on a computer, so I'm going to hit that. And over here is where you will add your items. So let's say I want to add some boys' clothing. I'm going to pick what size. We're going to say 40. And I got some Old Navy jeans. And maybe they are brand new with tags. So add whatever description you'd like. The better the description, the easier it is for us to help attach a tag back to your item if it goes missing during the sale. So we recommend just putting as much of a description as you can. And then price will say $5, and we only have one of those. Down here, you'll see we have the option for your item to be discounted. What this means is on the last day of our sale, that is our discount day, which means your items, if you click this button, if they haven't sold, can be sold for 50% off. So we're going to click discount. This one is item can be donated. This means if it doesn't sell, it will go to one of our donation partners, and we have several of those. So we're going to click that one also, but this is completely up to you, and hit submit item. And then down here, it is now in your inventory. Put your items and you're ready to start tagging. You can print your items. You're going to click print tags right here. And I've only put in one right now, so it only shows one. But when you have multiple items, you can print all of them. They have options to, like if you're printing in multiple sections, you can print all tags that haven't been printed, or you can print just a few selected tags, and that would be up to you. When you first logged in and you saw your home page, it had a few options for you. So right here on our menu, there is select a drop-off appointment. Once we are closer to the sale date, we will have drop-off appointments that best works for you to come and bring us your items to put out for our sale. And then if you want to volunteer, we also have that as an option on our website. You can go back to our website, click on volunteer. If you want to volunteer, as a volunteer, you will earn points that earn various items, various points, and those points are right here. Four points will earn you early shopping at the pre-sale and early shopping for the 50% off sale. If you earn 10 points, you'll get 70% of your sales instead of 65. And if you earn 12 or more points, you will earn 75% of your sales. These are all optional. You earn a standard 65% if you choose not to volunteer at all. Now that we have learned how to input items, I'm going to show you how to hang and tag. This is a shirt, and you'll see that when it is facing, it is a question mark. So you're going to have your tag be on the right side. When it's facing you, you want it on your right and right in the corner. And like I said, I used my tagging gun to put this on, but you, if you were pinning, could just pin it right here. This is how you do a shirt. Now with pants are a little bit trickier because you can't just hang it on the item. So you gotta pin right here. Also same, you want your hanger to make a question mark when you are looking at it, and you want the tag on the right side of the item. This is so when people are moving the clothes, searching through the clothes, they can easily see the tag. Now, if you want to bundle items, which we recommend, this is 3 pairs of pants together. So I have 1, 2, 3 leggings. And so I pin all of them so you can easily see as much of the items as possible. And again, same with the hook. And then also if you have an outfit. So I have this outfit, the shirt, and then I have the pants on the back. This way people can see your items. Like they can easily, I have the pants facing outward so they can easily see what the pants look like that go with your outfit. And now I'm going to let Lauren take over to teach you more about tagging the other items.
Yes. So I do have another example. So I use a tagging gun and pinning. So just to see how the pin goes, it says pin here, and then you just do it horizontal right on there. All right, next is going to be shoes. So there's a lot of different kinds of shoes, and they have a lot of different pieces that you can attach to. So this is a pair with the little tongue things at the end, like at the back of them. Those are really great to zip tie. Not all shoes have those though, but I took a safety pin and pinned it right here. You can also do it through the laces. That works well if it's far enough down. And then make sure your consignor number is on these. So Brittany mentioned the masking tape for her consignor numbers. I actually have label, like an address label, and I write mine and then just cut them all up. So there's lots of different ways to do it. If your shoes aren't like that with all those pieces, then these, for example, don't have the things at the end. So I found, you can see they're zip tied together where the label is. And then this one I actually used a tagging gun, and I tagged through the little stretchy part so that it won't make a mark on the actual shoe. If there's just no way that makes sense to do it, you can also take a Ziploc bag and put them in the bag and then put the tag on the outside of the bag and seal it shut and then tape it shut also.
To add on to that, just one more because one time I had a tricky pair of shoes. I had a pair of rain boots and it had like nowhere to like tag or attach them together. So I actually took saran wrap and wrapped the shoes together. So then I had somewhere to attach it. A kept the shoes together and then I had somewhere to attach the tag. There are multiple ways that you can keep your shoes together.
Yes, and saran wrap is great because they can see through it still. All right, next thing is books. We do accept educational items. This is actually a textbook, but regular books, either way, you would do it all the same way. So this is one option. You can see both are facing out. It's just two books, and I saran wrapped it together. Because this book is actually too big for a Ziploc bag. Usually we put them in Ziploc bags. If you put multiples, put facing out on both sides. And then this one, I just attached the tag with packing tape. If you did the bags, same way, just put it in, Ziploc it, flip it over, and then packaging tape and package over that just so nobody can open it and then things don't go missing. And then the next thing is a puzzle. I like to use painter's tape on the puzzle and books and games, things that can pull off easily and it will pull the print off of it. So this one, I just did it on both sides because you don't want pieces missing in your puzzle. And then on the back, the tag here, I attached it with packing tape. I probably would do it with painter's tape. Again, that way it can be easily pulled off. This would be the same thing for like board games that you have. It's the same kind of box. It's just bigger. So still tape the sides, make sure all the pieces are included, and then put the tag on the back. And then next is an item with multiple pieces. So this is like a tea party set. There's lots of little pieces here. So I put it all in a Ziploc bag and then put the tag on the back, sealed it with packaging tape. If there was another piece, I had another that was an oven and it was a large oven that wouldn't fit in a bag. So I actually just put all the pieces in here and then attached it with a zip tie to the item the best I could. You could do painter's tape, you can do saran wrap around it, kind of whatever situationally would make sense. And then we also have a mom merch section. So that's going to be anything mom related. If you go on our website, there's a list of accepted items and non-accepted items, but it's going to be like coffee mugs, decor, bags, purses, tote bags, anything like that, wine racks. I mean, it's kind of endless what we'll accept for that. There is a section, so make sure to go check that out for what we accept. So we didn't have a big item. We do definitely accept big items. Outdoor equipment sells really well as well. Bikes, slides, bigger stuff like that. Brittany has a claim ticket for that. You would input the item the same way, print it out, bring your tag with you, and it would go on this claim ticket. When you get there, you're going to fill that out and then attach the tag where it says claim ticket. You're going to attach the tag there and then attach it to your item. We also have a helpful video for that on the website too. We have several videos on the website. You can go to the tab and it'll have all of our videos for us. So it's under the
Consign and then go all the way to the bottom. Helpful videos right here. That'll take you straight to our YouTube page. And then if you do have boutique items, right here is our boutique list. You click on this list and it has all the boutique brands that we accept for our sale. So you can click through. It's in alphabetical order, so it is easy to search through. All right, and that is the end of our Consignor University. Thank you for joining us, and we hope this session was helpful to teach you how to do all the things. But if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Our email address is colakidsconsignment@gmail.com. Have a great day.
Bye.